What's up? It's time for more dandadan. This is episode 7. I'm so excited. Last episode, we were talking to Aira. Is that her name? I think so. Let me check my notes. It is Aira. Yeah, Aira Shiratori. Aira, who is a very vain, egotistical girl who also believes that she is an angel sent to bless this world with her beauty, and that she is a servant of God and a lot of other crazy stuff. But we had we're in the middle of a fight with the red dress lady. I know they gave her like an actual name that I've forgotten. It's something like Acrobatic Silk or something. And we were in the middle of that fight. It felt like we were towards the end of it because we did something pretty awesome, but it did end on a cliffhanger, so maybe there's a whole lot more of a fight to go. I don't know. She might power up quite a lot. We'll see. We'll see. We just gotta jump into it and see. But yeah, it was really cool. I'm excited to jump into more. This is episode 7. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account for the full-length reaction. You can also get early access and exclusive videos for lots of other stuff on this channel and my Jent Watches One Piece channel. So here we go, dandadan episode 7. Oh my gosh, this shot. This looks crazy. It's like a 3D environment. Oh, from the perspective of the red dress lady.
Oh, my little Aira from me, my darling Aira.
Oh my God, she's picking up metal beams with her hair.
What's the plan, Momo?
The plan's to keep running.
She's still tied up.
Can't get away from me, you
Oh God. Oh,
Momo!
Jesus.
Give her to
Oh,
me, you shrimp-willy boy.
Shrimp Willied? Oh man, this show looks so good.
It's tricky in here, isn't it?
Oh my God, look at that shot.
Think you can outrun my acrobatic moves? You can.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't mind.
Oh, I don't
As long as
like her standing on one toe and it like,
If I devour
you know,
you,
pushing
you'll
in.
be part of my flesh and blood. That
Oh.
way I will eat you up.
Oh,
What is going on here?
her own
Why can't
hair,
I move
maybe?
any-
Thanks to that super ratty hair you're rocking. You're all tangled up in everything
Oh.
you grabbed onto.
Shit.
Way to go! Dude, you ran away so good!
Aw,
Sneaky pig.
that's so cute. You ran away
think
so
I can
good.
Get out of this think again.
She can just tear out all her hair, maybe? Oh no, I guess she can just break everything.
Free! Like hell!
Oh,
You trashy little girl.
Fall out! You still got a full charge, so go
Mm-hmm.
on!
oh no, she is gonna pull out her hair.
Never fought, and with the bound spirit, I was running as fast as I could.
Mm.
How'd her anything?
Why didn't you tell me that before?
Well, it's obvious, look at
What do you
him.
mean?
It don't matter what kind of ball, just kick her! Do something!
Damn punks.
You got the okarun?
Kick her ass, Okarun!
Hell yeah! Did he just headbutt her? It looks like he just launched like directly at her at 180 degrees. Damn. Looks like it worked though.
You did it! That's what I call going all out!
I like how much she's complimenting him.
Gonna explode.
I'll leave that nobody alone. She just got creamed by my power. She ain't gonna be going nowhere for a while.
But how long's a
Check the
while?
girl, you know, for the golden
Because that's
ball.
important.
Got any scissors or a knife or something sharp? My hands are starting to go numb
Oh
here.
no, where'd the ball go?
Why was that acro silky thing after her anyway?
Hey, Momo.
Is the ball
Did you
gone?
find the ball?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
Congratulations, Okarun. You got one of your nuts back.
So humiliating.
You can make some sperm at least.
What? What's wrong?
Is she
This
dead?
here girlie's dead.
What? What? Dun 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 dun.
Okarun, check her pulse.
Okay.
Yeah, this is bad. Can we bring her back to life with something? Shove your ball in her mouth.
Okarun, do you know CPR?
I'm not sure I'm good at it.
It's okay. I'm gonna massage her heart. I can
Okay.
use my ghost hands to grab it and get it pumping again.
Oh, interesting. Oh my god.
Massaging it time on
Shut
her.
up! If you ain't gonna help, take a hike!
Cut you.
Go! Breathe! Granny, get Muko's phone! Call for an ambulance!
I like that so far they haven't made a joke about mouth to mouth. Because it's kind of a hack joke.
3, 4, 5, go!
Is this gonna work?
3, 4.
I feel like she's gonna come back alive, but I don't think this is how it's gonna happen.
My little life.
Oh, fuck.
Back off!
Like that. But I know a better way.
Hmm?
Give my aura to her. Like
Your
a motor
aura.
of life.
You ate her once! How do I know you won't eat her again?
Oh my god. Jesus. Oh,
Can't eat anyone.
that's
If
horrifying.
you then you can smash my head in with this steel beam.
Holy fuck.
The girl's a goner. Unless you recharge her aura.
Gotta do it.
We're gonna crush your head like a melon! Go on, fire up those powers. Don't take your eyes off her.
That's such a cool
What you
transformation.
say-
Your psychic power. You'll have to create a link between my aura and hers.
Okay.
It's the same idea as a jumper cable.
Huh. Simple enough.
Okarun, stay.
I guess.
Here goes!
Can someone untie this bitch? Is she gonna go? We cutting forward in time to when Ira's waking up? Or wait, what's this? Is this backstory on the red dress lady, maybe? Beautiful shot. She stopped at the red dress. She's a beautiful woman. She looks like your forger. Oh. Oh no, this is gonna be a sad story, isn't it? Does she lose her child? And then she misses someone calling her mum, and then Ira as a kid calls her mum. Oh. Oh. The music's really nice. Oh. She's wearing the dress. Oh, such a creative shot. Is the daughter the red dress lady? Oh my god, this shot is beautiful. This music is amazing. What? Whoa! Oh, that's an uncomfortable cut. Oh, her hair. Oh! Holy shit! Oh my god. Oh! What the fuck? Oh, they did that scene so well. I'm so uncomfortable. Holy shit, and this is what we saw at the start, kinda. Yeah, her running. Is this where she comes across Ira, who calls her mum? Oh, fuck. Oh my god! This is fucking gorgeous. Oh.
But I think I lost something dear to me.
Jesus. And then
Mommy?
this is the mummy. Oh god.
Sorry. You're
I
not
made a
hurt.
mistake, yeah.
Ira.
And it was just like the woman was so broken.
But I thought that was Mommy over there.
From the last episode, I already knew it was gonna be
Mommy's
sad.
not
but-
here. We talked about this already. Mommy's gone someplace far away.
Oh my
Will
god.
she be coming back?
Oh my god.
No,
she's.
Gotta learn how to be okay without her here.
Oh.
That way, when you see her again, she'll be proud of how much you've grown.
Okay. I'll grow up to be someone she's super proud of.
This is a great way to give us Aira backstory as
My
well.
child. Yes, I remember now.
Oh.
I was Ira's mother.
Yeah, so she's just so broken. She remembers
I'm
having a
supposed to
daughter.
protect her,
Oh.
and no one will ever hurt her.
No one!
Jesus.
Yo,
Oh, this just
you okay?
discussion today is gonna be
You
good.
went and did it. Oh, I'll hurt you.
No, wait! Leave her alone.
Did she just see all those memories?
But in the end, all I did was hurt you.
Oh.
Her aura. It's like a battery. When it dies, she dies.
Yeah, so
And
you
with all
just
the regrets
charged.
she's dying with, only place she can. The void. Nothing.
Nothingness, yeah.
She'll
Just
be
disappear.
erased. We don't remember her anymore. Not the living or the dead. A life
Jesus,
like hers
man.
probably didn't mean much. Nothing anyone else can do about it.
Holy shit, Ira.
I
Oh.
wish I should have played with you much more than I did. I should have been a better mom.
It looks like you were a
someone else's daughter.
good mum other than
You
your
would have been so much
tough living
happier.
circumstances.
I'm so sorry.
Is Ira going to comfort her?
I love you. I was happy. The happiest in the universe. Please, guide them both to a kinder world.
Holy fuck.
I swear.
Oh my god! I'm speechless. I am genuinely blown away by that episode. That was not what I was expecting to watch today, and they went off making this episode. This episode, I mean, like, they really put so much effort and love, and like it was done so well. Holy shit. I said in this episode, like, oh, this is gonna be a good discussion, like, you know, talking about this section of the video where it's like this part where I discuss the episode, but it actually might not, because sometimes when I watch an episode like that, I'm just speechless. It really just surprises me so much and wins me over so much that I don't have so much to say. But I mean, let's see. That was really, really brilliant. So I feel like, see, this is crazy, because I feel like I tend to not be as big a fan of the thing that some shows do, this thing, which is like, we're facing this monster, right? And then after we've beaten the monster, they show us the monster's backstory. And it's like, oh, look, this monster was, you know, a good person or a broken person or whatever, right? And it's like, you know, I think it can be done well, and I think there's times that I've seen it in shows that I've been like, oh yeah, that was pretty cool, but it doesn't. I feel like most of the time I don't watch it and go like, wow, that was great, you know. Like a lot of the time I'm just like, okay, yeah, I got that. That's cool. Like Demon Slayer does it a lot, right? Pretty much every time you beat a demon in Demon Slayer, it's like it goes back and shows that demon's like backstory. And like even the ones that are like, some of them I do think are just like, that was okay, you know. And then other ones, I think, well, that's a pretty decent backstory, but like I feel like it's kind of, yeah, I'm not as attached to it, you know, doing it on like with the demons, you know. But this was the best. I'm just trying to think if I've ever seen one that's been as good as this one. This was the best version of that trope that I think I've ever seen. Like not like, I'm not just saying the best backstory, but like the best backstory specifically of like a monster after you've beat the monster. Like I know that's a kind of specific subset, but it happens a lot, I would say, in anime. And this was a beautiful application of that. And I mean, I feel like it's a good story that was so incredibly adapted that it becomes phenomenal, you know? And that just shows like how much this studio seems to care about this show. Watching an episode like this makes me fearful. And I'll tell you why. Because it was such a good episode that I feel like the show can't possibly keep up this if we were to get a season 2 and a season 3 and stuff. Like, it is so high quality and so amazing that I'm expecting future seasons to be given to another studio, or for the studio to shut down, or them to have to divert resources to other stuff. Like, it's just like, I feel like we can't have this much good in the world. Because we've had 7 episodes, every episode has been incredible, and in episode 7, we have an episode like this. Like, this isn't a finale. This isn't the first 1 or 2 episodes where they're trying to impress the audience. This is something in the middle where we're facing an enemy which, frankly, was a very, very cool enemy, but it's not like, it wasn't a enemy that was built up or anything. It was like an enemy that kind of appeared randomly, and it felt like, you know, they were being tossed aside. They would be like, it was just going to be a fodder enemy that we come across and fight, and then whatever. But it was actually, it's just a way for Aira to be brought in the story. That's what I thought, and that is still kind of what she is. She's like, that's from a story perspective. The character serves to bring Aira into the story, but like, jeez, they fucking did it well. Yeah, it was a beautiful backstory. The music in that whole backstory sequence it was amazing. It was a really, really beautiful song. And yeah, they did a good job at getting me attached to them. And I kind of like, you know, when it started, I was like, oh, I think I see where this is going. I thought last episode, when we watched the previous episode and we saw that like flash of Aira like grabbing onto her and saying mommy, and then and it was like, you called me mommy back then. I thought in my head it was like, okay, this is a homeless woman. This was my thought process. This is a homeless woman who didn't have anything, you know, life kind of sucked for her. She didn't have anything in life, but then a random child mistook her for her mother, and she was like, oh wow, that felt good, like being called mummy by a kid or whatever. Like, that's the only time anyone's ever paid attention to me. And then, you know, died shortly after, and that was like the only happy moment she had in her life. That was what I thought the backstory was going to be, and that's a very sad backstory. That's what I was anticipating, and I actually thought, you know, they might show a 1-minute scene of that happening, or she'd monologue about it. She'd be like, I had nothing, and then whatever, blah blah blah. But it was so much sadder than that. Like, she wasn't a homeless woman. She was I mean, I guess it depends in that scene, it depends, I guess, how far after it was. She actually might have at that point been like, that might have been her, you know, weeks later after she had really lost everything or whatever. We really can't tell because she is an unreliable narrator at that point, because she lost her memory of all the events. She was like so traumatized and injured and broken that she didn't even remember what the fuck had happened to her. Like, her body just forgot. But then someone called her mummy, and she like had a realization of like, this is a familiar feeling, and this is a feeling that fills me with warmth and comfort. And then she looked at her and went, yeah, that's right. I have a daughter, and it's her, that girl that just called me mummy. That's the only thing that makes sense. And I like the sort of the metaphor of like how they showed how it worked, where it's like she had been cut or whatever and had smeared blood all over the photo, and so she couldn't even see her daughter's face anymore, but there's still remnants that she had a daughter, but it's like she was so broken and injured and had been so like downtrodden that that it, like, she just couldn't remember who it was. She couldn't remember the specifics. Man, yeah. And then like the entire episode, I wasn't crying. Like, if you're new to this channel, or if you don't watch that many videos, or maybe you just don't know, I cry a lot in anime. I have, and in shows and stuff in general. You can go to a playlist on my channel called Videos Where I Cry. But there's a kind of common denominator between a lot of it, is I don't tend to cry that much at the sad stuff. Sad stuff I will be emotionally attached to, but I don't tend to cry. I cry at certain emotional beats. Happy emotional beats, family related, like, you know, family or found family, that sort of stuff tends to get me. And I think one big thing that gets me is like what's the word I'm looking for? Euphoric isn't really the term I'm looking for, but I'm gonna use it because I can't think of the actual word I'm looking for. A euphoric hug, right? That is the sort of thing that gets me a lot. A hug that sort of like releases the weight of a situation. That tends to get me a lot. And so in this episode, for them to have Aira go and hug her in those last moments to like free her from those regrets and allow her to get to the afterlife is beautiful. And what a brilliant way to sort of redeem Aira's character. Like, she had been a total bitch up until this point. And in this moment, she is able to give this broken woman the one thing that she needs in her final moments. And not only does that work really well, but it works for Aira, who herself is like, she never got to sort of do that with her mother, because her mother clearly died while she was very young. So, like, she has been kind of wanting a mother. This mother had been longing for her daughter. And in that moment, they both got to sort of give each other this emotional release. Whew! Jesus! Like, what an episode. I'm really, really blown away. I was, like, honestly shocked at the, like, Aira being dead thing, and I thought that was going to be the most shocking thing in the episode. But now I don't even give a shit about that. What does this note say? I'm trying to read one of my notes, and I really can't. It says math to... Okay, hold on. Let me just try to read it. I read it. I figured it out. It says mouth to mouth. I thought it said math to math or math to moth or something. It says mouth to mouth. The reason I wrote that note was, and this is something that it just doesn't even fucking matter in the episode anymore. But now I guess I'm gonna mention it since I read out the note. I appreciated that this episode they did a mouth-to-mouth scene and they didn't make any jokes about it. Like that, I appreciate when shows don't take the easy low-hanging fruit of being like, oh, we have to give her CPR, oh, my lips are touching hers, or like, oh, we bring her back to life and she's like, hey, why are you kissing me, or whatever, you know? Like, there's so much media out there that goes to the mouth-to-mouth joke, and I just, like, so much so that I can barely ever think of an example. I think there's like one, Breaking Bad, I think, is the only example I can think of like of a mouth-to-mouth scene not having a kissing joke in it in some way or another. And I just, you know, it's like, I'm pretty sure mouth-to-mouth isn't even really done anymore in CPR. I'm pretty sure CPR now is just the chest compressions, because the mouth-to-mouth actually isn't that effective, I think. But you go do your own CPR training. Don't actually go off of my word alone, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. I think I'm partially getting that from Breaking Bad, because they do say that in Breaking Bad, like, yeah, no, you don't do that anymore. But I think also, I think I've heard that actually when people have been talking about CPR. But yeah, I just really appreciate that this show didn't do that joke. Now, in saying that, maybe in the next episode, like, they'll make a joke about, oh, your lips were on mine in the whatever, you know, they might do that. And if that's the case, whatever. But I just want to say, like, in the moment, it was a very serious moment, and the tension wasn't broken by Okarun going, I can't put my lips to her lips or whatever. It was like, do CPR or whatever, and he was like, okay, I'll do it, and just gave her mouth to mouth, because it's an important medical thing. Like, you're not supposed to sexualize it in any way. That's just something you do to save someone's life, and that was what was important in that moment, and they did it well. It was great. This show is fucking amazing. This is, I think, gonna be one of my favorite anime of all time by the time this season's over. You're watching me get, like, drawn in and blown away by a show. That's dandadan, episode 7. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I will see you next time. Goodbye.